Before we start our video today, I have an update in regards to the copyright situation which has been going on. Earlier this week, YouTube sent me an email basically telling me that they're now on my side and the video will be restored within the next 2 to 3 weeks if they don't receive a response from the claimant. Tom Watts has also informed me on Facebook that he has sent a retraction notice, so yeah, the video will be going back up very shortly. It's kind of funny how he said that he wants all this to end, yet he was the person that caused this in the first place, and he damn well knew what he was doing was wrong. But yeah, I'm very glad that the video will be going back up very soon. To add, Blu-ray also made a response to my video in the form of a wall of text on their website. Now, will I respond to this in a video? Yes, I will, but not today because we're focusing on another dev. Maybe later on this week, maybe Friday, Saturday, I don't know what day, I might make a proper video response to that wall of text because it's just atrocious. You can read it for yourself in the link provided in the description, but that's all I have really to say now. Now let's get back to the main video in question. Hey guys, it's me, Daniel, once again. I already had a rough idea who I wanted to do next after I finished the Blu-ray video and saw people's reactions and stuff. The guys I was going to do next, I decided in my head was Dynamic Junction. However, when I started getting the material that I needed, you know, screen captures, videos and stuff, I discovered one thing. Dynamic Junction are gone. They shut up shop and left literally a week ago. And I only discovered this once I finished the Blu-ray episode. I mean, they are completely gone. Their Facebook is gone, their site is gone, their Twitter is gone. In fact, the only evidence of their existence is their YouTube videos, which we're gonna watch today. Not all of them, for a reason you'll find out very soon. Let's watch the first video.
Bored of quick drive?
Nope.
In the engineer's defense, I do have a proper opinion on quick drive. It's not that I'm bored with it, it's more that I'm dissatisfied is the better word to use. It seems very simple, and you can't really you can't really control that many factors. I mean, any person who's driven on any of Just Trains' routes will know exactly what I mean. If you have the Class 33 installed, you'll see that on every route. I don't know why, you'll see that on every quick drive. Even if it's a modern, even if you're using a modern train or something, it's really annoying, and I really wish there were more variables I could control. So no, I'm not bored with quick drive. I'm just dissatisfied with it. Also, quick drive does have a purpose. I do use it for just quickly looking at routes and seeing if they actually work or not. So yeah, that's pretty much the best way you could say it. Not bored, just dissatisfied.
Want to try something a little more realistic?
Dear God.
That was genuinely my reaction when I first saw that bit of the video. What they did is they turned off dynamic lighting. Now you may be wondering, what's the problem with that? Well, in the Train Simulator, I'll just tell this right now, in Train Simulator, in the settings, there's a checkbox that says dynamic lighting, and on the top there it explains what dynamic lighting does, you know, special lighting, the shadows, etc, etc. So, on my settings here, this is what the game would normally look like using my settings. You know, I run roughly medium-high, the game looks, at best, it looks alright, passable for these standards, very good qualities, nice shadows, lightings. However, when you turn dynamic lighting off, the game looks atrocious. Look at that. That looks god-awful. I mean, it looks like something straight off the PS2. God dang it. I will only say this. This is something I kind of find funny. I like how they ask in the video, if you want to try something a little bit more realistic, yet for their trailer they turn off dynamic lightings to make the game look less realistic. GG, no remake.
Look no further than Dynamic Junction.
Why shouldn't I?
We create high-quality, realistic scenario packs for Train Simulator 2014 with most scenarios based upon real-life working timetables.
Oh yeah, because all the people on the UK Train Sim, Train Punts, Trainsim.com, The Workshop, all the other pretentious devs, they are scrubs. They ain't got nothing on Dynamic Junction because we use timetables and our scenarios are high quality. And this is a true fact that you should believe.
It's time to enhance your Train Simulator 2014 experience. Add some of our quality scenarios to your collection today.
I don't see how driving from Ebbsfleet to London will improve my experience. Bearing in mind, they're not even 20 miles apart, well, just. And you only have one intermediate stop. at one of the most useless stations ever constructed in the United Kingdom.
Visit dynamicjunction.co.uk or find us on Facebook. Dynamic Junction. Ready, set,
go! Don't cringe. If you were editing this clip, you would have probably made the exact same joke. Be honest. For anybody curious, the slogan that they used at the time was Ready, Set, Trains. However, earlier this year, I think, before they closed down, they changed it to Powerfully Realistic. So they changed a slogan that was meh into a extremely pretentious one. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Now, regards to the video itself, personally, I don't think it's as bad as the Blu-ray one, because at least these guys recorded on finished areas of route. I'll give them that, okay? I'm glad that they actually bothered to, you know, record on an area of route that is actually finished and has some scenery and detail, etc. Well, now it's time to watch one of the trailers they made for their scenario packs. Specifically, the Settle and Carlisle scenario pack. I don't know if it was mixed or variety, I don't know. It's just a Settle and Carlisle scenario pack trailer. Let's go and watch it. Okay, I've watched it for 2 seconds and I already noticed 2 problems. Number 1, look at the top of the screen. It's our best friend, the Fraps water park. Oh god, why? You got the free version of Fraps and you're... Look at me, just look! I'm a professional editor, I have the free version of Fraps. You're probably wondering, oh, you bought your own Fraps then, Daniel, didn't you? Well... Shut up! I get it. Besides, that's not the main point. The main point is, don't use the free version of Fraps, because number 1, you're restricted to recording in 30-second bursts, and number 2, you got the Fraps watermark at the top of the screen. And anytime I see that, I expect to hear With a Spirit. You know what that song is. Yeah, and the second point is, if you look at the bottom of the screen, that placement of words looks very familiar. I don't know, maybe deja vu. I don't know, it just seems really familiar. Not like in that video where I said the voice sounded familiar in the Blu-ray video. Just, this really seems much more familiar than usual. Let's continue. There is no voiceover, so I will read them out to you and then just criticize on them. So you got Class 66 with some coal wagons leaving. 8 detailed scenarios. What's the point of putting the word detailed there? I don't really need to know what you personally think of them as, okay? For Class 20, using a variety of stock and weather conditions. Like I said in the Blu-ray video, hey, I know how to change a drop-down box. Give me attention, guys. I know this is not a problem related to Dynamic Junction, but I might as well just say, doesn't that Class 158 sound really realistic to what it sounds like in real life? In fact, let's just listen to a real 158 quickly. Oh wait, what am I talking about? That's really realistic, I'm sorry. I should never criticize the sounds of trains anymore. Uh-oh, someone forgot a transition again. Oh, crafted from real timetables. What, like in Minecraft? Hey, I'm trying to be creative here. And slowing down. I am not making the same joke about the sounds twice in a row. Go find your own videos about Class 66s and what they sound like in real life. But those wagons do suck in terms of sounds. And again, another random shot for no reason. I don't really need to see this. A Class 20 going through Carlisle. I don't really care. Oh, it says, if you can't read it there because of the colouring, it says quite possibly. Quite possibly what? Go on. Carry on. Get to the point. Our wettest pack yet. Wettest pack yet. Oh boy, there are so many jokes here. In fact, let's just look through my folder and see which jokes would be more appropriate to use in this situation. The nope, no, nah, no, maybe, feeling close, no, No! Okay, I can see where this is going. Right, I'm just gonna abort the joke. See you later, guys. I'm off. I'm back, don't worry, but to be virtually honest, there isn't too much else to comment on. I mean, at the end of the video, you just see a 158 leaving Carlisle and the text at the bottom of the screen. Now, do you remember earlier, when I was, just before I started explaining about this video, I mentioned that it felt really familiar? Well, I'm going to explain that right now. It's a ripoff of an Armstrong Powerhouse scenario pack trailer. Do you want me to prove it? Sure, let's go find out. In this example video from the Armstrong Powerhouse for their London with Haversham scenario pack, we can see the name of the scenario pack at the bottom of the screen, as well as who made it, Dynamic Junction. See, the number of scenarios are made, 7 realistic scenarios, the same quote still applies. It doesn't say variety of stock, but it still tells what kind of stock, you know, 375 and the 395. That's a lot of variety, by the way, guys. Notice that the camera always stays in a fixed position. Oh, that wasn't a jump cut in the video, I deliberately jump cutted there. He says actual timetable, services, operations, you know, because nobody else has done it before. And finally, towards the end, you see the URL, and in this case, it says the ultimate experience, which I think is more pretentious than what Dynamic Junction puts. But yeah, it's a ripoff. Can you tell? And I wouldn't even call it a mockery because they seem to really like the Armstrong Powerhouse. So that was Dynamic Junction, ladies and gentlemen. They made a crap trailer. They've also made other scenario pack trailers, which are, some of them are even more rip-offs, but this one is the one I really wanted to use just as a rough example. But that was not the icing on the cake. Oh no. What you're seeing here is the icing on the cake. The absolute worst thing they have done. This is the Western Vale route. It was a short branch line that they made and hosted up on their website up until they closed down. Now, they were selling this route, and as you can probably tell there, they were selling it at quite a steep price. For £7.50, or should I say, an excess of £7.50. This was a short branch line, no pictures were archived of it, it was only 7 miles long, and like I said, selling it for in excess of £7.50. Part of me says I think they were even selling it for £9 at some point. They did gradually reduce the price to £2, but there was one problem with it. Do you want to know what the main problem is? I'll tell you. The main problem with Western Vale is they were selling something so small for so much, yet you could get better routes for free! Oh, God. Yeah, and it kind of showed. I'd never met any person who bought that route. No other images or videos were shown about the route. And I guarantee at least one person would have got it if it was free. Yeah, £2 is still too much for something like this. It was your first route. It's just disgusting. Really. And that was one of the reasons why I thought Dynamic Junction were worse than Blue Rail. Obviously, after the copyright situation, it's now the inverse. They're still bad, even though they're still not here around. Yeah, and that's pretty much all I have to say about them. Screw Dynamic Junction, glad they're gone. You guys have a good day, and I shall speak to you guys soon. Oh, by the way, they use penis size as an insult, just saying.